Right. Good morning, students. We are today, the problems I'm going to look at for you is the solving equations. We're actually going to look at two problems, just a basic linear equation, okay? I skipped over kind of the easy ones. You guys know how to do those. You're really efficient with those, and you don't have any issues with them. So I started with one that's got a few steps, a few things you got to do, and some a process or two that you got to take. Now for today, we're going to do things a little bit different. On the assignment, I'm going to try to put it in Google Forms and try to make it to where when you turn it in, it automatically grades it. I don't know how that's going to work, okay? It may or may not work well. I'm not sure, so I'm going to sit down and get all those typed out and try to get that. And this will be your last assignment of the week. So kind of how I'm going to do things is for this class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know that may or may not be the days that we meet. I know it's, it is actually, I think, the days that we meet though. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will teach a lesson, okay? On Friday, I will probably not do a video. I'll probably post some solutions to some problems that we did throughout the week, maybe ones that a lot of people miss, maybe the ones that people had trouble with, that sort of thing. So in my classes, Monday through Thursday will be work days, okay? For you guys, it's on Tuesdays and Thursdays that I'm going to be posting videos and posting assignments. On Friday, I want to kind of use that as a review and make sure that you are good with that, okay? I want you to all know, though, I'm still, in fact, drinking coffee. I know it's odd watching me teach probably and not drink coffee, so here you go. That was cheesy. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. Let's knock this problem out. And then we're going to come back and do everybody's favorite, which is the word problem. Okay, I know y'all love those, but I want you to be comfortable with that. So I'm going to do this first example, knock this out, and then we'll come back after that and do example 2. All right, so here we go. Solve the equation. Again, process is the same. You guys are good at this. You know how to do it. So what we're going to do is just first write down the negative 4k plus. Now, I've got to distribute through the 2. So I distribute through the 2. When I do that, 2 times 5k gives me 10k. 2 times negative 6 gives me negative 12. Equals, on the right-hand side, that gives me negative 3k minus 39. Okay? Now, look at this. We've distributed. We've gone through the first step. Now let's simplify each side that we can, okay? So on the left-hand side, I've got a negative 4k and a positive 10k. I can combine those terms. When I combine those, I get 6k. Minus 12 equals negative 3k minus 39. All right, now let's get all our variables on one side, all of our numbers on the other side. So I'll add 3k to both sides. Add 3k to both sides. Gone. Adios. Negative 39, we drop it. Gives me 9k over here minus 12. Okay? Now we're going to add 12 to both sides, get our numbers on the same side, right? So add 12. Okay? Gone. So that gives me 9k is equal to, now this is negative 39 plus 12. That gives me negative 27. Okay? Divide both sides now by 9. Gone. K is equal to negative 3. Okay? So, there again, this is something that you do a really good job of, okay? All of my students, or all of you guys, do a really good job of solving these equations, okay? So today's assignment, once I post it, I'm about to come back, but it's probably going to be 5 problems, 3 solve equations, and then probably 2 word problems, okay? And I'm going to try to do it a little bit different. So anyways, but when I get back, we're going to look at a word problem. All right. Now we're back for number 2. And number 2 is the problem that you look at and it freaks you all out. You panic, you get worried, you start sweating, you say, I cannot do this. It's a problem on an ACT. It's problems that, again, when we think of the horrors of math, this is what we think of, okay? This is what's in the movies about crappy math problems and stuff that's difficult to do. And I'm here to show you today that this is not bad, okay? So what kind of word problem this is it's a what we call a work word problem, where we got 2 people working. They can do a job independently by themselves in a certain amount of time. But what happens if they come together and work together? How is the time affected? Okay, so it's the old, paint a house in this time. John paints it in this time. Bill paints it in this time. Well, what if they work together? Okay, and you got to think about it. Okay, just think about the concept here. It'll never be longer. Okay, it's not like, okay, well, if I can do something in an hour or 3 hours and you can do something in 5 hours, it's not going to take us 8 hours to do it, okay? So you've always got to think about it that way. It's going to be less, okay? It's going to be a smaller number. So in other words, right here, it takes Heather 7 hours to pour a large concrete driveway. Alberto can pour the same driveway in 8 hours. How long would it take if they worked together? So my answer's never going to be more than 8, okay? It's not going to take them longer together. But my answer has got to be less than 7. So if the slowest one can do it in, if the slowest one does it in 8 hours, the fastest one does it in 7 hours. It's going to be quicker than 7 hours, okay? So your answer, it's got to be less than, okay? So if I do it in 1 hour, you do it in 3 hours, it's going to have to be, if we work together, we're going to be able to do it in less than an hour, okay? You're not going to slow me down, okay, if you're doing anything, all right? So we got to think of it that way. So here's how we set these up, and it involves fractions. So we got fractions, we got word problems, we got problems. It's not bad, guys. You can do this, all right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Heather. We're going to say, Heather can do this in 7 hours, okay? So in 1 hour, she can do 1/7 of the work is kind of how we write this. So we're going to say 1/7, take hers, write it over 7, plus take Alberto's, put his over under 1, so it's 8. So that's how we write it. 1/7 plus 1/8. Okay? Equals, and if the numbers were 12 or 13, it'd be 1/12, 1/13. All right? Equals, together, we're going to say 1/x. Okay? So this is how we are always going to set these up. This is how both problems will be on your assignment today. You're just going to write them like this, okay? You're just going to set them up like that. Now, what we're going to do to make it a little bit easier, now there's a couple little steps you can take, but we're going to go ahead and find a common denominator and do it that way, because we can set this up in a ratio and do it like that, okay? So think of the common denominator between 7 and 8. Well, a common denominator would always be the product of them, so we know it can be 56. Okay? This is one way, because 7 times 8 is 56. All right? Equals 1/x. All right? Now, 7 goes into 56 8 times. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 goes into 56 7 times, right? 7 times 1 is 7. So, when I do my math, right here, I get 15 over 56 equals 1/x. Now, look what we do. We can simply cross multiply, divide, and we get our final answer, okay? Think about that. We can simply cross multiply and divide, and we'll get our final answer, okay? I know it's probably kind of hard for you guys to see. I apologize. I'm going to cross multiply, okay? So cross multiply 15 times x, cross multiply 56 times 1, okay? So we're going to do that. 15, and I'm going to pull it right here. 15 times x is 15x equals 56 times 1 is 56. Now we solve the equation, and you're going to get decimals. That's fine. Okay. X is equal to, and we're going to say, all right. So you can use a calculator on your phone, whatever. We're going to say 56 divided by 15. And we get, as you can see, 3.73. What is that? That is 3.73 hours. Okay. So, it takes Heather 7 hours, takes Alberto 8. But if they work together, it only takes them over 3.5, 3.73 hours. Okay? That is how all of those problems work. That is how every one of them is going to work. Okay? I'm just going to give you 2. I'm going to try to do it like I said on the Google Forms, but we're going to do those exactly like that. So do not be scared of these problems. Okay? Do not think, oh no, I can't do this. This is too crazy. Word problems, we go crazy. Don't do that. Okay? Relax. You can do it. So I'll be posting this stuff here as quickly as I can. And you're all going to do great. All right. We'll see you next time.